Are you unsure whether to use cash or credit for your business expenses? Ever wondered how to manage cash flow while maximizing credit benefits in your business? Are you struggling to balance immediate financial needs with long term financial health? Hi, I'm Mommy N, your Mommy Negosyo, and in this video, I'm going to explore with you how to make wise purchasing decisions for your business that involve weighing options between cash and credit. Now, before we jump into specific strategies, let's first understand the basics. Cash purchases involve paying upfront with available funds, while credit purchases allow you to defer payment and use borrowed funds, often with added interest. Got that? Okay, good. And here are the 5 tips that we will talk about. First, assess your cash flow. Second, consider credit benefits. Third, evaluate the cost of credit. Fourth, balance short-term needs with long-term goals. And lastly, number 5, consult with financial advisors. So let's start. Tip number 1, assess your cash flow. The first thing to do when deciding between cash and credit purchases is to assess your cash flow. Please don't rush into anything. Take the time to thoroughly evaluate whether you have adequate cash reserves to cover any immediate expenses that may arise. Why? This is to make sure that the overall stability of your operations remains unaffected. Now, let me share with you what Sheila did. Sheila runs a small catering business that specializes in meal kits for healthy conscious individuals. Now, business was picking up, and she needed to invest in new kitchen equipment to keep up with the demand. And so she asked herself this: should I pay for the equipment in cash or should I use credit? Now, remember our lesson? To list down everything? First, Sheila reviewed her cash flow in detail. She looked at her income and her expenses over the past several months and she projected her financials for the upcoming months. By doing this, she found out that she had built up a healthy reserve of cash. And then she considered her upcoming expenses like payroll, rent, and supplies. And in doing so, this further helped her determine that purchasing the equipment outright would not disrupt her operations. So, with this assurance, Sheila confidently decided to purchase in cash. And she was very happy with her decision because it not only avoided interest charges for her, but also left her free from incurring debt. So, assess carefully first, okay? Let's now proceed to tip number 2, which is to consider the credit benefits. Are you scared of using credit? Think of it this way. Utilizing credit can provide flexibility, preserve cash reserves for emergency, and help build your business credit history. It can also offer you perks like rewards or cashback, which can benefit your business in the long run. Let's use Lani's artisan chocolate business for you to understand this better. She needed to purchase high quality cacao in bulk for a new product line. Now, after consulting with me and considering the pros and cons of using credit, she decided to use her credit card for her purchase. Now, this allowed her to manage her cash flow effectively and also earn rewards on business expenses. Additionally, the extended payment terms gave her the flexibility to pay off the purchase over time, aligning with her cash flow cycle. Now, this actually gave Lani a sense of relief. Using credit also helped Lani build a positive credit history for her business. It was beneficial for securing larger loans or lines of credit in the future. Now, more importantly, the flexibility of using credit allowed her to keep cash reserves for unexpected expenses like replacing equipment or handling repairs. It's not too scary, isn't it? Yes. And it now brings us to tip number 3, which is to evaluate the cost of credit. Now, just because buying in credit is not at all scary, it's crucial to evaluate the cost of credit. Understand what you are getting yourself into, okay? You need to compare interest rates, compare the fees and the repayment terms to understand the total cost of borrowing. It's not just the interest. Sometimes the benefits of credit may outweigh the costs, but careful assessment is always the key. Listen to Daylene's story. Daylene is a coaching client who owns a shop for kids. She wanted to explore financing options to expand her inventory and create a more interactive store environment. And Daylene researched various loan offers, carefully comparing interest rates and the repayment schedules. She opted for a small business loan that allowed her to purchase new toys, educational materials, and furniture to enhance her store's offerings. Now, this decision helped her grow her business and adjust inventory for different seasons. Nice, isn't it? Let's now carry on to tip number 4, which is to balance short-term needs with long-term goals. Determine if a cash purchase aligns with your immediate needs or if leveraging credit can support strategic growth initiatives. I'd like you to meet Kathy, who operates a landscaping service. There was a time when she needed to invest in a new equipment to handle a surge in client projects during the peak season. She was also considering upgrades to her office facilities to enhance client consultations and project planning. And after careful thought, Kathy decided to use her savings to buy new equipment. And this would help her meet immediate client needs, right? But at the same time, she also chose to get a small business loan to pay for office upgrades. The goal was to enhance the client experience and make operations more efficient in the long run. This allowed Kathy to handle both her short term operational needs and long term growth goals more effectively. Lastly, we have tip number 5, which is to consult with financial advisors. So remember Kathy in the previous example, the owner of a landscaping service? Well, when she needed to make a crucial decision about expanding her business, she sought advice from a financial advisor. The advisor provided personalized guidance based on Kathy's business financial health, goals, and market conditions. They discussed options for purchasing new equipment versus leasing, considering cash flow forecasts and potential tax benefits. Now, with this expert advice, Kathy confidently moved forward with a decision that not only supported her business expansion plans, but also optimized her financial resources. To conclude, deciding between cash and credit purchases is a critical aspect of managing your business finances. And remember, every business is unique. So choose the approach that best aligns with your financial strategy and your growth aspirations. If you're ready to learn more and to take your business to the next level, remember to subscribe to my newsletter and starter kit at maminegosyo.com for more insights and tips. So thank you for joining me today. This is Mami and your Mami Negosyo saying, be business minded, Pinoy.